What's up, YouTube? How's your day? I hope the weather's doing fine. You're okay. You are not stressed. You are blessed and not impressed by everybody on here because you're the one that's special, not everybody else, okay? Quit comparing yourself. You gotta work on that. Because when we compare ourselves, we do dangerous things when we're budgeting. We try to get what they got or do what they do. And that's how we got in debt. Remember in 1 Timothy 6:10, it says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." It's not the money, it's the love. You're jealous because they got more than you got. Love. I love what they got. That's how we got in debt. Oh, they got that. I need that. The stores pump it up all the time at us. You got to have this. You don't have to have this, okay? You might want it, but you need your needs met first. And so today you saw I was stuffing. I'm going to stuff 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and $10. $16 a day. And you say, what happened? Oh, it must have been that Christmas shopping yesterday. Nah. Okay, what happened was, as my kids say, and students used to say, what happened was, this happened, and they may still be saying it, but, I got a different set of children to deal with. So, now, I went in here yesterday, if you didn't pay attention, and cleaned out this whole binder. It came to $1,295 exactly. So I decided to go on Amazon, check to see if they had any deals before I cleaned it out. My daughter and I both saw things. She cleaned out hers, I cleaned out my Christmas one, and we went early shopping because they had things that I wanted to buy that I did not want to see me traipsing through the snow or trying to get there at the last minute, or really wasn't on sale, but I got to get it now, and all that jazz. You've been through that, right? And some of you are still going to go through that. I'm not doing it. I'm not parking my car, using up my gas. I'm online. I like online. If I go out, I want to go out to a nice dinner or something, or lunch, and talk to, my kids, anybody, family member, or just sit by myself. I don't want to be out there trying to search for the perfect gift. And I was getting things that people I had heard over the years, or the year, I write things down. When they say things, I write things down. They don't have this, And so it's mostly my immediate family, not intermediate. Feels like intermediate sometimes. But anyway, that's another story altogether, right? Okay, but anyway, I got $16 of stuff, and this is not because of what I did yesterday. What happened was, I did the shopping, and Amazon, remember I got the Visa Chase card from Amazon? I used it because we put all the money in the bank so we could pay that card off at the end of the month, and or immediately, which will be today. I'll just pay it off before the bill ever comes. And I decided, did my shopping, I put the things down there, and if you add it up, yes, it's a little more than $12.95. But I didn't need to worry about that. Number one, and this is not an endorsement of Amazon, okay? Number one, on the new Amazon Chase card, I get 6 to 10% off of several items. So it started subtracting, of course. And then also, when I signed up, I got a $200 gift card from Amazon. So that subtracted all of that. I didn't even spend the whole $1,295. I could have went on and got some extra stuff, but I didn't. I stopped myself. I erased and, did all that stuff. Delete, put back somewhere later on, maybe, whatever. But that's what I did, and we both came out really good with some nice gifts that everybody will want because they have asked for it at some time, and they probably forgot that Cash Bear Mama was listening to them. So I always listen. I don't say anything. I listen. And also now the next good thing before I start that is that even yesterday, after going Christmas shopping, I decided to pay off one of my debts. And I took it out. I started this binder, and it had money in it. And I think I misquoted. In my Christmas because, you know, I talk on the fly. I don't edit. Okay, so what happens? My mind's clicking. In the Christmas binder, I had $1,290. Okay, that's what I had, and it went up above that. But when I got done with all my little cash backs and all that good stuff, down it went. So, and Amazon took it right off of there. They were good. In this binder, I had started cash stuffing this one. You know, it was one of the new ones. And so I started cash stuffing it, and I figured out you got enough to pay off one bill. Okay? And so I said, okay, let me go back through here and see what's going on. So I took out enough money for that bill. And that bill, da-da-da, is my grandparents' PIF, I call them, paid in full. PIF, P-I-F, paid in full. One of my grandparents' cards. The total was $2,994.23. I had paid before the $2,475.61, and I had $518.62. So I paid that one off. Okay, so PIF, not poof, PIF. New word, PIF, people, PIF. PIF it. Okay, then the next card was the other premier card. Remember, my grandparents got into this thing, even though they did cash stuffing a long time ago. But see, you get into things because the world gets into you doing things. Okay, they went to the hospital, and my grandfather, and they had all this rigmarole going on, and there we are. So here we are. We piffed it. We are done, paid in full. And it had started at $19.44.59, and first payment I made was the beginning of July for $1,441.39, and then I figured out between the two I had $503.20 for that. So, piff, it's gone. Now it may not seem like a lot to you, but it's a lot to me. So, yeah, I had $16.95 in that binder so far that I had stuffed. And I said, why let it sit there? Go on, pay the bill. Pay a bill, get rid of it. So they are gone, and so we have $673 and not the 18 cents. I took it and put it in the coin jar, so $673 is in there and ready to go. On to the next minor war. And of course you saw this. These were the bills that I had paid off with the X, and there's my grandparents. And so the next one will probably be this one that I'm tackling. And this one is a bear. We know the HELOC thing going on, and that's my hospital bill. People, we're done except for the car and the house. We're done riding the wave. I'm done riding the wave. I'll just stand on shore and get the mini ripples when we get to at least just there. Okay, then I can work on the big boys, as I said. And it'll probably may be the car first, but I think one of them's gonna go quickly. And what else was I gonna show you out of here? Probably absolutely nothing, can't remember. But anyway, there we are. We did it with all my chicken scratch. We got one paid off, and I notified them that one is paid off. Okay, there's two sets of grandparents, both are still living. And I decided that we're not going through this. You know, they did a lot for me. And, you know, we can do more. Sometimes we have to do more for people and help them along. Okay, so I had $16. So we're going to, it's an All Things Kimberly Day. My partner in crime on the giveaway. She made that challenge. And I had asked her, did she want to do this for me? And she said, yeah. And she gave it free of charge, and I thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. So we have $16 worth of stuff, and I also want to tell you, I don't care how much you got. If you got $1 or 10 cents or a penny, you can still do something. You can put it in a coin jar. Okay, if you don't have a coin jar, put it in something else. How much I got in my coin jar? And they're just all the silver. Okay, there's no pennies in there. I said I'm gonna do that, and my pennies go in my penny jar, and I will deal with that when the time comes. You can get any jar. I got this one, at Kroger's. I still haven't taken the seal off of it. I'll put the top on. I got it at Kroger's for 67 cents. They were getting rid of them. Okay, so Kroger's does have some deals. You know, you just gotta look for stuff. All right, so we're gonna stuff this and find, and I love the way she did the state and the cities on there. So we have one G buck, a D buck. There's another D buck. There's two B bucks. No, three. Here's three. So we're gonna do those first. So we got 3 B bucks. That we can do. And there's already still some in there. So we have 3, 1, 2, 3 to make sure. Yep, 3 happy B bucks. There's somebody at my door. I always find out that certain neighborhoods, you know, when you're in a certain neighborhood and then they stop delivering stuff, you know, like flyers and all that stuff, the neighborhood's going down. You notice that? Okay, so we got 3 of those. Make sure you're dry. Okay. We'll put that in there. Get this back in its place. I was I think I put out a video that day. I was getting my binders together, making sure the trackers were okay. And it took practically all day to deal with that. Okay, we have 2 here, and that other one's from Boston, Massachusetts. But no, B bucks are from New York. New York. And this one is a D buck. It's from Cleveland, Ohio. I want to see after I get done which city we're gonna have the most bucks from. It's like a miniature race I'm watching. And thank you for the comments. I know I hear some of you saying, yeah, I've been comparing myself to others and I need to quit. Yeah, it's hard to quit. Because you see something or they're doing something and you think you're doing something wrong, and you're not. You just have to learn to trust your instinct, and if you fail at it, you know, pick yourself up and try again. You know, like the song, we fall down, but we get up. Get up. Okay, then we have a number 1, which is G. Okay, here's G. G for go. How do you spell go, boys and girls? G-O. G-O. Very good. I used to die. Be looking at Sesame Street. And I was going, do we all have to say this? You know, they got that enthusiastic voice, and it was like, really? Are you really doing this? Yeah, do we want to do this? No. Okay, so then she has the month ahead, which I was trying to think of how to make it. And then I saw it on her Etsy shop is where you can buy her things at. And then I saw month ahead. It was right on the front at the top. And I said, that's it. It's, you know, I got envelopes that say month ahead, but it was like, I want them all together. It's just getting on my nerves. I need more things together. So there was one that I was doing because the natural gas, because I don't have rent. So I put this in there. And so I'm going to put $10 in there because, you know, winter will be here. We're already in the middle of July, and it's the 12th. And in 19 days, it will be the 31st. and winter will be here, and my gas bill is going to go up. It's not going to be blah, blah, blah. It's usually very low. I'm on a budget system, so they just bloop it out, but I'm paying $113 a month, but usually in the winter it's like $12, and but not the winter, the summer, it's 12 or 10 or something like that. In the winter it shoots up because the furnace is on all the time. So there we are. And don't compare yourself. Let's work on that. We're still working on that. And work on the love of money. Okay? Because that'll get you in debt. If you see something and, you know, this little piece of paper can't help us. Okay, all it's going to do, and you don't want to have the love of money. You don't want to be jealous because somebody else has something more than you. You're going to get to it. You're going to have it. Just save your money. Just save it. Because if I hadn't saved in this little book, I wouldn't have been able to pay off that bill. Even though I hadn't finished the challenge. And you don't have to do that either. You know, this is your budget. Do what you want to do. And that's what I said. I said, this is my budget. I'm going to go pay off that debt. The money's in here. Bye. Go. Get it out my face. And I'm much happier that it's gone than it's sitting in here and I'm still looking at that paper saying, still didn't pay it off yet. Oh, I got to wait till I get to $5,000. Who told you that? Nobody. Nobody told you that. And I had to think about that for a second. I was like, I want to finish this first, and then I'll fill them all out. And I was like, would you go pay the debt? You know, a little person on my shoulder, like, go, do it now. And I went and paid them off. So I called them and said, stop, I'm paying this off today. Okay, period. Making sure it's all paid off. And they were like, what? Yes. So make sure you get your little person on your shoulder and make sure you say to yourself, am I buying that because I want it or I need it? If you need it, you really need it, okay. But if you just want it because it looks cute, or I gotta have that pair of shoes, or I gotta have that snow globe in the middle of summer ready for Christmas. Oh, my kids, blah, 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 need that, want that. You know, it's coming up. Well, yeah, but do you have the money? Make sure you have the money. Some of you haven't started yet in your little Christmas binders. Or you don't even have a binder. You didn't even start an envelope. You're just there, okay? And some people wait to shop. That's fine. They're getting prepared. There's some of you haven't even started, and it's July. And July ends, you got 5 months. You really have 4, because I don't count December. If you're at December, you're gone. You just fell over. The shark just attacked you with a Christmas hat on. You're finished. So you're going to be running around. I'm going to sit there and watch and hear all the stories about I was last minute shopping. I last minute shopped one time. It was the day before Christmas at 8 p.m. All my gifts. And I was floored because I had worked and could not shop. And I was out there. It was snowing. There was nobody out there. The stores were open, but it was like everybody was going home because the snowstorm was coming. And there I was walking around, no hat on, had my coat, walking in the snow, couldn't find a place to park. All these cars were out there. Never again, okay? Never again. We weren't online shopping then. We were like, oh, let's go out there and blah, blah, blah. Fooled around and did that. Just a nut. Just total nut. I told you, I said, I'm old enough to still be a fool. And so are a lot of people, okay? So you have to think. Your age, you have to think and get your brain together. And never again. I went, never again. That was in my early days of 19, 18. I'm like, what? What am I doing out here? 19, 18 years old, doing gifts at the last minute. Why am I here? Okay, slipping and sliding across the parking lot. I'm like 20 cars back from the door. And that was the end of that conversation. Eventually we started online shopping and we were okay with it. There still was some few outings, of course, you know, Black Friday, blah, blah, blah. And we will be prepared for that to finish up what we're doing. I want to be done with decorations, food listings, or whatever we're doing family-wise for that. And we probably will not be here for Christmas. We'll probably leave and go somewhere anyway, because that's what their plan is. Like, we've been here most of the year. Forget about it. Gotta go somewhere, so that we'll be away, but they can open their presents wherever they get to. Christmas is where you are, and Christmas is not about the presents. Our family will not be opening a pile of presents. We never have. So think what you're doing, keep it together, getting off of here, and you will see the video of the giveaway winner today. Take care. Bye-bye.